November the 11th, a challenge to God's church. To the Apostle John on the Isle of Patmos were opened the scenes of deep and thrilling interest in the experience of the church. Subjects of intense interest and vast importance were presented to him in figures and symbols, that the people of God might become intelligent concerning the perils and conflicts before them. Under the symbols of a great red dragon, a leopard-like beast, and a beast with lamb-like horns, the earthly governments which would especially engage in trampling upon God's law and persecuting his people were presented to John. The war is carried on till the close of time. The people of God, symbolized by a holy woman and her children, were presented as greatly in the minority. In the last days only a remnant still existed. Through paganism, and then through the papacy, Satan exerted his power for many centuries in an effort to blot from the earth God's faithful witnesses. Pagans and papists were actuated by the same dragon spirit. They differed only in the papacy, that making a pretense of serving God was the more dangerous and cruel foe. Through the agency of Romanism, Satan took the world captive. The professed Church of God was swept into the ranks of this delusion, and for more than 1,000 years the people of God suffered under the dragon's ire. And when the papacy, robbed of its strength, was forced to desist from persecution, John beheld a new power coming up to echo the dragon's voice and carry forward the same cruel and blasphemous work. This power, the last that is to wage war against the church and the law of God, was symbolized by a beast with lamb-like horns. The beast preceding it had risen from the sea, but this came up out of the earth, representing the peaceful rise of the nation which is symbolized, the two horns like a lamb, will represent the character of the United States government as expressed in its two fundamental principles, republicanism and Protestantism. These principles are the secret of our power and prosperity as a nation. Those who first found asylum on the shores of America rejoiced that they had reached a country free from the arrogant claims of popery and the tyranny of kingly rule. They determined to establish a government upon the broad foundation of civil and religious liberty. Signs of the Times, November the 1st, 1899. I hope that this was enough to carry you through your day. Remember to join us tomorrow. Goodbye.